Hello, all. Hope you're having a great evening. I've got many requests for this song. It is Dax s- and Feat Tom MacDonald Soldier. So we're going to check that out tonight. The link will be down in the description. And give them a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you feel so inclined, also give that to me. I'd appreciate it too. You know, a little subscribe, little like goes a long ways nowadays, but appreciate you guys checking me out, and I hope you enjoy my reaction.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when the times get hard. Yeah, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, I won't fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these wants to people who shame. The role that a man is to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son, to a servant, protecting his family's name.
We're stopping
they laugh in your
this.
face when you try to explain or express.
Hold on, brother. We're not talking about. That's cool, dude. That's really cool. It's not. I started out thinking this was going to be some kind of American anthem-y type thing, but it's the soldier is actually, he's talking about a man. Like, I think he's talking about a man. Like, all men are soldiers in their own way. Some of them are soldiers on the battlefield. Some are soldiers at home as husbands. Some are soldiers in other ways, but we're all fighting the fight. You know what I mean? We are fighting the fight as men. That's brilliant, dude. That is brilliant. And I know there's no way that's not what they're talking about. They're doing the war thing because that's probably more of a catchy thing with the eyes. It will draw people in, but the metaphorically speaking, they're not talking about soldiers on the battlefield. They're talking about us as men. Great song. Great song. I'm going back. You know what? I'm going to start it over just so I can enjoy it a little bit more, because I was expecting something that I didn't get, and what I got was way better than what I was expecting.
I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call when
He's got a great voice too, you know?
Yeah, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking, I won't fall. I'm a soldier. I know how it feels to be caught in the rain. Going to war in your brain when depression is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away.
Right.
It's too hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these who wants to be who shame.
Grabbing the sod off. Oh my God. And you could use that as that was a double there. That was a double. That was friggin' insane. Let's go.
It's hard trying to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim at these who wants to people who shame. The role that a man is to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son, to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express. Then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, and basic respect. Then expect you to smile every day while engaging your mind and your soul, your flesh, and your work, and you wither away to the day that you can't and you're broken enough.
I'm feeling this, dude. I'm feeling it, man. Feeling it. Dude, fathers get no love sometimes. You know, Mother's Day, moms get their love too. You know, moms get their appreciations, and they deserve it. Mothers are next level, you know. But, dude, fathers get no love. We get a tie, man. You know, I get more, you know, it's just, because the thing too is, I mean, this is just my opinion with the fathers thing real quick. And I won't get into this crazy talk, but I think sometimes the reason fathers don't get any appreciation when you're in a traditional household is because the fathers have to be a little bit more aggressive and harsh. And the children at the time do not understand the fact that dad has to be that way to balance out, mother's nurturing. And there's that dynamic that goes on in the household. And so sometimes dads get the lack of appreciation until they move out on their own. When they move out on their own, for all you young parents out there, then the father's role they start to, things pop in their head like, Dad, you were right. You know what I'm saying? Then we get a little bit more appreciation. But it's tough being a father because you don't get the appreciation that you deserve sometimes. And as I said, I am not diminishing the mother's role in any way, shape, or form. So mothers out there, please do not take offense to what I'm saying, because I really appreciate you.
Going to war in your brain when the pressure is staring you right in the face and anxiety's grabbing you, making you shake. But there's people depending on you to be great, so you hide all the feelings and push them away. It's too hard to mix it all with the pain. I'm drinking the cool off and it's all in my veins. I'm making these new songs to move on and restrain from grabbing the sword off and going to cock it and aim.
I like that, man.
Shame. The role that a man is to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son, to a servant.
First time I ever shot a saw. Let's see, I went through, you go through basic. I don't remember if we shot saws in basic. I think we did a little bit, but it primarily was the regular, the M16 trash. But that's my opinion. But yeah, the saws came in later, and I was a 50 caliber. I was a 0331 machine gunner in the Marine Corps. And I just loved it. I didn't really like some of the things, but I loved the camaraderie. I loved fighting for my country. And but the other political bull crap was, that was lackluster. But anyways, I don't want to get into all that. I'm sure you'll hear it before at one time or another. Just going to take someone to put out a song that really kind of hits me that way. But yeah, I love the military. I didn't stay in for very long, but I loved it, and I love my country, but I do think, not to throw shade at anybody, I think fatherhood is tougher than anything. As I said, I was in the Marines, so I think fatherhood's tougher than the Marine Corps ever will be. And you deal with painful situations in your life more in a different way. I guess that's the way I should put it. Physically, the Marine Corps is tougher. Mentally, and it is mental. There's quite a bit of mental stuff going on, but they harden your mind, but it's for hardening the mind. But then if you come out of the Marine Corps and you go into a family situation, it's quite difficult at times because you can't relate to people in a way that they need as a person, a civilian person. And sometimes you can cause a lot of damage within your household and your family because you are not acclimating back to civilian lifestyles. So, and even people that there's a lot of older people that have never been able to let it go, and they really become nasty people. It's a difficult thing to do, and you almost need I believe that almost every person coming out of the military, whether they feel like that everything's fine, they probably should have some sort of maybe go talk to a psychiatrist, the military, the basic psychiatrist blending in back to civilian life, what you should be expecting, because it's rough for dads, especially if you have a family. It's way different. It's way different, Anyways, I shouldn't have got all into that. I just want to, the father thing, man. This is a great song.
People who shame the role that a man man is to play as a husband, a father, a brother, a son to a servant, protecting his family's name. They laugh in your face when you try to explain or express, then tell you they love you without any loyalty, patience, or basic respect. Then expect you to smile every day while engaging your mind and your soul, your flesh, and your work, and you wither.
And again, from firsthand experience, imagine becoming a father after you've served in this, something like this. Imagine your mind is not clear. Your mind is not, you don't see things and then just things just disappear. It's embedded in your brain. It's something that you have to learn how to cope with. Because otherwise, if you're not coping with it, then it's going to drive you crazy and you're going to go to drugs and alcohol and things of that nature. So you have to come up quickly with coping mechanisms to let stuff like this, not, control your life. It's interesting.
Respect, then expect you to smile every day while engaging your mind and your soul, your flesh, and your work, and you wither away to the day that you can't, and you're broken and nothing is left in your road, and you can't even. I'm a soldier. When times get hard, I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. I'm the one who they call. When my back's against hard, breaking now and fall. I'm a soldier. I go to war. I'm a soldier.
My pronouns are he, him, his. My job is to feed these kids. Be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives, and what he gives it all.
Hold on. I gotta restart that. Tom just comes out. My pronouns are he, him, is. Come on, dude. I love it though. He just is. That's who he is. You go from Dax. He is more of a personal person. Relationships and things like that. And I'm sure Tom is too. But Dax, he does seem that way to me. The way he raps and how he raps is very on an emotional, like a relationship issue, based. Like when I hear Dax, it's very R&B to me. Like even when he's into those hard bars, he's going rapping real quick. I just hear R&B music, and his voice is just incredible. It's a beautiful voice. Dax has a very pretty voice, not to sound feminine or anything, but he's pretty. His voice is, his voice is wonderful. And then Tom comes in, and you know who Tom is. And this is what I was talking about in a previous video with, that I was reacting to someone, not a big artist yet. But it's the fact is these independent type artists, they show themselves in a way that the mainstream music scene does not. You hear their songs and their songs are almost created for them. So you really can't see who the artist is, It's based on sex or whatever. You can't see who the artist is. But in these independent songs like this, I can see who Dax is. I could totally see who Dax is as a person. And he's an emotional, loving, good man, who's went through a lot of probably relationship issues and other emotional issues in his life. And he's a soldier for that, And then Tom coming in, and he has a different, everything's different with him. But again, I can see who Tom is, and you can't see that in the mainstream media. And I just want to praise these men for their, the inner fortitude that they have to kind of put out stuff like this and really kind of speak to, themselves. Most of us are afraid to speak to who we are. But when they put this music out, you can really see who they are. Just saying. I know this is going to turn into a long one, but it's okay.
I'm a soldier. My pronouns are he, him, his. My job is to feed these kids. Be strong, keep feelings within. My papa taught me to protect the weak. A man ain't what he got, a man is what he gives. And when he gives it all and it still ain't enough, then he's the one to blame.
True,
and no one
man.
gives a shit. Never leave a man behind. We all crack and break within the hands of time. I got an axe to grind. If anybody trying to identify as a guy, if their chromosomes ain't XY, you will
Why?
never understand what it's like for a man. Gotta fight with your hands, wanna cry, but you can. If it's right for the fam, you will tighten your pants. Provide a romance, you would die where you stand. Gotta be a bigger man when there's problems. Get judged by the money in your wallet. It's our fault, let's be honest. We built a world that labeled us toxic. Gotta lead and teach and keep the peace and fight the fires and be police. When a man gets tired, he don't lay down to sleep. He take all the heat, don't complain, no retreats. Cold world and it's hard times, and our children inherit the land. If you think that being a boy is just picking a pronoun, you should try being a dad. You can build all the houses and fix all the cars and work till you're breaking your back. But the hardest job in the world, being a man.
That's facts, dude. I don't know if it's the hardest, but it's up there. I hear what you're saying, man. Yeah, Dax has got that smooth sound, dude. So he's coming in with this hook, and he's putting his little ad lib in there. Dude, I'm loving it.
Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane and when I'm in my mind.
I like that, man. He was coming in there with that little. Oh, listen to this again.
I'm a soldier. Battling feelings I can't even show. Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane when I'm out of my mind. I look at the stars and talk to God with his own while I'm being shattered.
Hold on. I got lost a little control there. The demon alive part, right when he comes in there, that was hot, man. He was that flow was going, and then he just switched it and went way up. Love that. Woo! That was hot, man.
Battling feelings I can't even show. Weight of the world on my shoulders is crushing me. People around me, they don't even know. I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane and when I'm out of my mind, I look at the stars and talk to God in the sky. I wait on his words but I don't get a reply. I keep my brain diving deep so I
talk to the guy in the sky. He doesn't reply. Oh my God, dude. That is a subject. Wow.
No, I put on this cape and go save everybody while I'm being shattered and all of my bones. Take on the pressure of being the hero who saves but has no one to help with his own. Demons inside that try to eat him alive. I'm going insane and when I'm out of my mind, I look at the stars and talk to God in the sky. I wait on his words but I don't get a reply. I try to refrain from diving deep so I hold back tears that try to come out my eyes. In this world is a man where we know we can't cry cause the people we love look at us to confide. So I'm silently screaming for help. Life is a battle inside of these trenches, especially when fighting it all by yourself. PTSD from the memories, people who left you for dead and then drug you through hell, leaving you shot deep inside of a shell with stories you hate but nobody to tell. Why you question God if you're soldier?
Again, this is not about the soldier just specifically about the soldier in the battlefield. This is a soldier within your life. Everyone is a soldier. Every man is a soldier in some way. In some way, you're a soldier. And I do really believe that is what they're trying to say here in this song. It's a fantastic song.
To tell why you question God if you're soldier.
It's hot, man. It's hot.
I'm who they call. I'm a soldier. When my back's against the wall, I'm breaking now I fall. I'm a soldier.
Tom be cracking me up, man. Tom be cracking me up. Dax reminds me how he plays with his vocals. The way he vocalizes things, you know, how he could be at a low pitch and then all of a sudden just come up to something high. The way he can control his vocal sound, man, very Luther Vandrossy. Luther could do that stuff and just be slaying people. And, you know, I think us old timers used to call it, don't take offense, anybody, panty droppers. Don't take offense. Don't take offense. That's what we used to call them when I was younger. You know, it might be a misogynist, you know, nasty thing to say. And, you know, I'm not trying to be that way because I respect women, but that's what we used to call it. You know, that's what Dax has kind of got. He's got that panty drop vibe going on with him. The Luther Vandross vibe. That's a more appropriate word to put it. I appreciate you guys. Hey, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. I was going to tell you, I am working on my little studio thing. I really came to the realization, you know, I watch videos all the time and I really haven't figured out how to do the video stuff. And so, I ordered a bunch of new canvas artwork and I'm kind of putting stuff all over my wall and, kind of placing it in a way, to where Nova would be proud because I'm really focusing on what the camera sees versus what I see. I know you guys, you see my janky room and I got coats hanging up and all that stuff. So I'm trying to, I've got some more artwork and things like that coming. And, I hope you guys enjoy my background because I'm really loving it. I'm really loving it. And I'm trying to make my background me. I'm trying to make my background me. Over here, I got the American flag, a real nice canvas piece of art that I got from somebody. And then I am a collector of 10 signs, but I love the 10 signs. And not to say that I'm a perv or anything like that, or misogynist or anything like that. Love the 10 signs with the old style signs when the woman, you know, is holding a Coke, you know, a can of Coke or something like that. Love those kind of 10 signs. Those are my favorite. You know, they're in something skimpy usually. Love that. And then I have so 3 signs on the right over here. One of them is a peace signal because I am anti-war. I am a military dude, but I'm one of those peacenik guys now. Did my time, saw all of what war causes, and you don't want it. And then I have this sign, you know, and then I have the fist sign. I love defiance. I love it when artists are defiant and they're striking against the man. You know what I mean? And to get all of this, it was quite expensive. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm looking at through the prism of the camera. I had to make a deal with my wife. You know, I bring her up regularly on here, guys. And you guys are so understanding. I want to say this. She probably won't see this one, so I'll talk a little bit about her. She's a wonderful woman. I've had 4 children with her. And she is so patient with all of the stuff like this video. You see things, you know, your mental state. And because she was so patient and understanding, she has let me figure it out for myself. And I'm such a happy person now because I've had a supportive family. And my wife is just a blessing. You know, I might throw jabs at her every once in a while, but, you know, like once you've been married for 25 plus years, you kind of get to that point where you're just kind of having fun. That's the way you have fun. Okay. But don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. But we both love Bob Marley. I think I've said that before. And so to get this, I had to prominently display. That was the word, prominent. You know, basically it had to be the focal point of the room, Bob Marley. So I have a canvas coming of Bob Marley that I'm just so excited about. I think I got another week and a half to get it. And I'm going to put that up there. And then I've got a couple other little things I'll put up there to make it look snazzy in here. I think you guys will like it. But, you know, if you don't have anything to say, you know, take notice of my wonderful me room, right? It's not the man cave anymore. It's the me room. And one part will be wife, man. I guess my wife's kind of taking over the room. I think sometimes she likes to peek in here. And she doesn't say this, but she will say, well, you know, you should do XYZ. That I don't like that. She'll say, I don't like that. That's kind of corny. That's part of being married, dude. She owns, one of my youngest daughter just recently moved out, and this is how bad it is, folks. I'm venting. She takes all the closet space. And so now I am going to have to take my daughter's old bedroom and turn it into my closet. I probably shouldn't have get into all that. I swear I know she's not going to view this, but if she does, I am so dead. Anyways, guys, peace. Have a great day. Look, if you're going to protest too, there's protests going on. Please let people drive on the road. You know, that's all I got to say on that. I'm not going to elaborate any further, but please let people drive on the road. Please. Thanks. Peace. Have a good day, guys.